What's up internet, Criddle here with chapter 487 of Fairy Tail, The Third Seal. So the cover page this week is in colour, which is very cool, and we have Gajeel in a shirt and Levy dressed more for the beach than anything else. Both are lazing around together looking kinda coupley, and in the background we have Natsu, Lucy and Happy kind of ruining the mood of these two lovebirds. Lucy's trying to hand Natsu some kind of fish thing. I assume it's fish because Happy is reaching for it. Silly Happy. So we start things off with Team Natsu standing in front of August. They eye each other off before August asks Brandish what her deal is. And of course she says she's there to negotiate. We get a bit of banter between the two, asking if Jacob is dead, which was the teleportation guy who nearly killed Brandish and the Fairy Tail Guild. Brandish obviously responds that he was defeated by Lucy and Natsu and is a prisoner. Then Brandish in turn asks where God Serena is, and he's confirmed dead by August after his very, very, very brief encounter with Acnologia, with the whole "he's here with me" and touches his chest, indicating he's there in his heart. Natsu and Lucy comment on August's power, with Mest wondering why they aren't registering the scope in the difference of power. Obviously August is the strongest they've encountered of the Spriggan 12, but Brandish is clearly very, very much paled in comparison to him. Mest is just really concerned that these two don't grasp the difference in power. August asks Brandish what she means by negotiate, and she gets straight to the point, wanting him to not advance. August presumes betrayal as Brandish shows no sign of torture. She says that no, she's not betraying anyone, she is loyal but sees no point in fighting. August responds stating that the very notion is a betrayal to Zereth's will, and that the Spriggan 12 are dedicated body and soul to Zereth. August then states that her not comprehending that and still not wanting to fight, she will need to be eliminated. Natsu looks ready to pounce. However, instead of the Fire Dragon Slayer, we cut to Northern Fjord, which has the siblings fighting it out, and Sabretooth also fighting it out on the battlefield, taking out all the random minions that come their way. And we go to Gajeel and Levy squaring off against Bradman. He questions her ability to be on the battlefield, and Levy says she's fine because of her mask, stating that it is flawless. Bradman then holds up a finger and goes through his seals. He explains both the first and second seal, stealing magic and opening the door to the underworld respectively, and then the chapter's title, The Third Seal, we get Hell's Judgment. He makes a claim that there is no hope of return to the living realm. Gajeel calls him on that, saying he is weaker than the other members of the 12. Bradman drops that he uses not magic power but curse power, and he reveals that he has access to the power of the 9 demons, which I think should be written as the 9 demon gates, and would be the members of Tartarus that the Fairy Tail Guild defeated. Bradman then proceeds to use Exploding Helix, Jackal's curse power, throwing Levy and Gajeel away. He then uses Tenga Goken, Easel's curse, striking Gajeel. Tenshi Kaimei is next, Torafuza's curse, which creates black water, the same ability that gave us the Gajeel and Levy kiss. It's at this point that Gajeel makes the connection between the 9 demons and the Tartarus guys, and Levy breaks them out with Solid Script Hole, draining the water away. Gajeel and Bradman exchange Iron Dragon's Roar and Silver's Ice Devil's Rage. He manages to use this in tandem with Mard Gear's Thorn Curse, catching both Levy and Gajeel. He then summons up more skulls with shadowy bodies and uses Third Seal Release, Over Skelter. Levy and Gajeel are nearly sucked in, but Gajeel pulls them out, much to Bradman's shock. Levy's mask is gone and she is coughing up blood. Gajeel freaks out, only for Levy to ask him to forgive her. She reveals that the mask had no effect from the beginning. Magic barrier particles can be absorbed through the skin. Gajeel yells at her, asking why she came to the fight. She responds that she wanted to save Gajeel. He is shocked, and then Levy passes out. This is followed by an angry or normal, hard to tell with Gajeel, look on his face. He charges back in, and his attacks continue to go through Bradman. Bradman stabs Gajeel through, and Gajeel continues coming at him, despite Bradman's statement that Gajeel has no effect on him. Gajeel starts to go into flashback mode. He was the last of the 5 to get a cat, Sting's comment about finally being able to use True Dragon Force, Wendy's ability to use it after a year of training. He comments that he has always been behind. He was frustrated, felt pathetic, and it made him want to run away. He grounds himself, and the shipping is super duper confirmed, and I am so happy for it. As long as I can keep the woman I fell for safe, nothing else matters. The veins start popping on Gajeel's face, and Bradman realizes that Gajeel is willingly taking in the magic barrier particles. He states that Gajeel can't absorb them, and Levy also tells him that he can't do it. And suddenly, Jet Black Iron Gajeel. With those very visible scales on his arm and face, we can confirm that this is his Dragon Force form. In the next panel, someone cried out that there's no returning from this, but I'm not sure if it's Levy or she's just about to cry. But Bradman is caught on. He knows what Gajeel has done. He has been able to digest the poison. And then, BAM! Gajeel punches Bradman in the face. Then a kick, and Bradman starts to piece it together. All the while, Gajeel continues to beat the ever-loving hell out of Bradman, and then the finishing blow. His punch, along with his conviction to take Levy home, safe and sound. Bradman fades away and Gajeel deactivates Dragon Force upon seeing Levy's face. He says her name, and then he's grabbed and pulled into a ball of smoke, or whatever it is that Bradman has become. He says he won't die without a price, and that Gajeel will accompany him for all eternity. Next week is the two of us together, forever and always. Wow, okay, this was a very heavy chapter. And next week's chapter leaves me in a kind of foreboding mental state. I assume we'll get the conclusion to this battle with Bradman next chapter, but I'm kind of nervous to see what happens. Now, obviously, Gajeel is one of the 5 Dragon Slayers sent to the future to beat Acnologia, and as a result, he really can't die here. So the next chapter title has me concerned. Will this go down the path of Levy saving Gajeel and being able to say this confidently after Bradman is dead? Will this be a switch out where Levy sacrifices herself to Gajeel and dies, meaning that like God Serena is in August's heart, Levy will always be in Gajeel's heart? I know Hiro Mashima hasn't killed a lot of important characters without a massive driving force behind them, Igneel being the big one from this series, and Sieghart from Rave being the pivotal character from that series. But we have seen sacrifices made. People have lost their magic power or all their time. We lost Altair this way, and Sheria lost all her magical abilities. I'm really nervous about this because I really like this pairing in the series, and I like Levy and Gajeel as individuals as well. But we'll just have to wait and see. Also, with August, does this mean we're going to have a fight now, or is this going to be a stalemate where we potentially lose Brandish as a sacrifice to save the group? Not too sure, but we'll have to wait and see. I'm Criddle, this has been Fairy Tail 487, the Third Seal, and I will catch you guys on the flip side.